Rim Country News brought to you by Christine Croak, your Rim Country real estate expert. On this Thursday, November 12th, for Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson with your Rim Country News headlines. Well, you may remember back on July 7th of this year, a UH-1H helicopter crashed while transporting supplies to firefighters who were spiked out or camping while working on the Police fire about 10 miles west of Payson. Well, the only person on board that helicopter, the pilot, 37-year-old Brian Jeffrey, or BJ Boatman of Litchfield Park, was killed. The brief preliminary report issued by the National Transportation Safety Board, or NTSB, did not mention any obvious causes for the crash, which happened while transporting firefighters' equipment in an external sling load. Multiple personnel on the ground observed the helicopter flying erratically until finally it entered a steep nose-up attitude and then descended rapidly, that according to the report. Fire personnel saw no signs of fire before the crash, and all major structural components of the helicopter were accounted for at the accident site. Well, BJ was born on July 8, 1983 in Provo, Utah. He was a third-generation pilot and worked alongside his parents to build their company, Air West Helicopters of Glendale. According to witnesses, the helicopter was transporting supplies while using a long line for hotshot firefighting crews that were repositioning on the ground. The pilot transported 3 loads to the new destination uneventfully prior to the accident and had been using an indirect route to the north to avoid the fire area. Well, while transporting the 4th load, witnesses observed the helicopter begin to fly erratically while en route to its destination. During this time, a witness stated that he observed the helicopter enter a high nose-up pitch attitude and the external payload began to swing. The helicopter then displayed irregular movements for several seconds before the external payload settled and the helicopter appeared to stabilize. Well, however, after only about 3 seconds, multiple witnesses observed things go erratic again. Again, those witnesses did not observe the helicopter on fire during the accident flight, nor did the pilot report any anomalies over the helicopter crew's common air-to-ground radio frequency or any other assigned frequencies for the fire. The helicopter wreckage came to rest about a half-mile north of its drop-off destination and was mostly consumed by post-crash fire. The helicopter's external payload was found 123 feet southeast of the main wreckage. That wreckage was retained for further examination. Well, taking a look at other Rim Country news, Gila County has been awarded a build grant in the amount of $21,095,564, that for the construction of that bridge across Tonto Creek down in Tonto Basin. Well, the county's share of the cost is $3,383,450 for a total project cost of $24,479,014. When completed, the bridge will be 1,981 feet in length and 40 feet wide. There'll be 2 12-foot traffic lanes with shoulders and a sidewalk. Local agencies receive build grant funds one of 2 ways, either as a direct recipient or through a State Department of Transportation agreement. Well, Gila County has asked that our build funds come through our State Department of Transportation. To accomplish this, Gila County, the Arizona Department of Transportation, and the Federal Highway Administration will enter into an agreement for the project. Now, the timeline to complete the agreement could take up to 12 months. The kickoff meeting with Federal Highway Administration and ADOT will be held before the end of this month. During this time, ADOT and Gila County will be completing an intergovernmental agreement, or IGA, for ADOT to administer the project. The timeline for pulling this agreement together, again, could take up to 12 months. At the same time, agreements are being put in place. Gila County is updating the environmental documents. Once agreements are in place, plans, specs, utility, and right-of-way clearances will be updated and finalized for bidding. The timeline for this is 6 to 9 months. Once everything is finalized, the project can be advertised for bid. So, still over a year away for the state and Gila County to arrange their agreements before any dirt will be being turned for that project. Well, taking a look at other news, with the recent increased precipitation, lower temperatures, decreased fire risk, and after extensive consultation with health and safety experts, the Tonto National Monument will once again increase access to the lower cliff dwelling and the trail there starting yesterday. The lower cliff dwelling trail will now be open to uphill travel from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. daily, except for Christmas Day or when staff determines conditions are unsafe. Now, they've placed the following guidelines in place for the lower cliff dwelling and trail. First, access is limited to just 10 people every 20 minutes. Face coverings, which cover the nose and mouth, are encouraged when social distancing is not possible, and there is a hand sanitizer station available at the visitor center entrance there. So once again, you can get down there and check out the cliff dwellings at the Tonto National Monument. It's quite a place. If you haven't seen it, you owe it to yourself to do so. Well, coming up in Rim Country weather, it looks like we could possibly be setting some new records in the next few days. We have a complete report on your 7-day weather forecast coming up next. You're watching Rim Country News.
Hi, I'm Christine Croak. I am a real estate agent serving Rim Country for 18 years. I just listed this house. I had a contract within 3 business days. I can list your house too. Please call me for a complimentary market analysis. Have a great day and stay safe, everybody.
Well, taking a look at your 7-day Rim Country weather forecast, you can expect partly to mostly cloudy skies today and early Friday. Then those clouds will clear out tomorrow afternoon and remain clear through the weekend. Winds will generally be light through this period, except for breezy southwest conditions tomorrow afternoon and northwest winds Saturday afternoon. Satellite imagery shows mid to high level clouds moving into the area from the west ahead of the approaching shortwave trough that will pass over the region tomorrow. Little activity is expected with this trough, except for mid-level clouds and breezy conditions. Early next week, though, a ridge moves in from the west, bringing possible near-record temperatures with it for Tuesday and Wednesday. Well, daytime highs today in the greater Payson area should be right around 62 degrees, with a little milder overnight low tonight expected around 35 degrees. By early next week, our highs are expected to warm back up into the mid-70s, with overnight lows in the mid-40s. Up on top of the rim today, they're expecting a high right around 53 degrees, with a chilly low tonight expected to be near 27. And our neighbors to the south in Tonto Basin, you can expect a high today near 72 degrees with a low tonight around 41. Down there, highs will warm back to the mid-80s by early next week with some pretty mild overnight lows in the lower 50s. And that's what's happening around Rim Country. For K-Rim Radio News, Tonto TV, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great Thursday.